Ja Morant is one of the NBA's most prolific young players and arguably the best dunker in the league. And while it's easy to say this now in hindsight, he was just as much of a problem at Murray State. Ja only stayed in college for 2 years before he declared for the NBA draft. Yet you wouldn't know it with the amount of incredible individual highlights he was able to rack up, specifically in his sophomore season. Today we're going to take a time machine back to the year 2018 for a look at Ja Morant's top 15 best plays of his college career. Some of these are going to absolutely shock you. Ja Morant came to Murray State as a zero-star recruit in 2017 and went on to average 12.7 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 6.3 assists in his freshman season. His sophomore season, he absolutely exploded onto the national scene and started skyrocketing up the draft charts. Averaging 24.5 points per game and leading the nation in assists with over 10 per game, he led his Murray State Racers to an impressive 26-4 record, an Ohio Valley Conference championship, and an NCAA tournament win over 5th-seeded Marquette. Before we get into this, I want to say that Ja Morant's passing in college is a thing of beauty. And while we couldn't fit many of his assists into this video, I highly encourage you to go back and watch some highlights. It's some of the best passing you'll see at the Division I level. By the way, this Murray State team may have had the most hype pregame tradition I've ever seen. Our 15th play begins in the NCAA tournament when literally all of Marquette's players crash down on Ja. I don't think I've ever seen that happen on a college basketball court. Ironically enough, our next play is from the exact same game when Ja has a crazy step back three to finish a strong half against 5th-seeded Marquette. I don't know how any college defender could feel comfortable guarding him. Which brings us to play number 13. Take a listen in.
Right wing, no good. Back of the iron by Brown. Long pass to Morant. He stuffs it behind the back. 2 hands and jams it. It's 92-85.
To say he was electrifying is a complete understatement. Play number 12 is one of my personal favorites, and it took place in a huge game. Not only does Ja have an impressive block shot, but he also goes down and finishes an and one in the same sequence. If you thought that block was cool, check out play number 11. I already said it once, but I don't think I've seen that on a basketball court either.
Here's Buchanan, long range, no good, follow-up jam.
Play number 9 takes us back to the finish with 28, 4, and 5. At play number 8, we have, yes, you guessed it, another dunk, but not just any dunk, a tomahawk poster versus Eastern Illinois.
Deflected and stolen. Kevin Brown deflected it. KJ Williams came up with a loose ball. Morant runs it all the way to the rim and dunked it. Morant went coast to coast.
I don't think I've ever seen a 20-year-old with such bounce to his game. I'll just let you guys sit back and enjoy play number 7. As we stated earlier, Ja was not a heavily recruited high schooler, but after a solid freshman season and appearance in the NCAA tournament, he started getting a little steam on a national scale over the summer. In August, he attended Chris Paul's elite guard camp, where he truly broke out, playing against some of the best guards in the country and in front of NBA scouts. Ja proved to everyone that he was worthy of being a first-round pick. And if you don't believe me, watch this dunk he had at the camp. And that takes us to our 6th best play of Ja's college career at Murray State.
Isolated top.
Spinning. He gets the foul. And the basket.
The execs are here. These games matter. They want to see how these players perform at the end of the game.
With Murray State's season and NCAA tournament hopes on the line, Ja Morant came through. We are now officially in the top 5 best plays of Ja Morant's short but electrifying career at Murray State. Here's number 5.
EKU will get a run out with Weaver. Wow! Morant grabbed it out of thin air and gets it to Eves, to Davis, to Buchanan for 3. No! And then a push off, but Morant is shaken up on the other end.
What other guards do you know that can pin the ball with 2 hands against the backboard? Number 4 is one of Ja's most popular collegiate dunks. I bet you'll recognize this one.
The tournament's 2 leading scorers, and hammers it home. It's a Ja.
I remember picking Murray State in all my brackets to upset Marquette. I was speechless watching this play live. That leaves us with only the top 3 plays in Ja Morant's collegiate career left in this video. But before we get to that, I want to show you guys an unreal dunk Ja made in practice where he practically dunks over 4 of his teammates. Enjoy.
Continues to play well. Last night had 20 points.
With the flex coming back up.
To do this against your rival in a tight game in your conference championship is absolutely unreal. But does it really surprise you at this point? Ja went on to win the Ohio Valley Conference Tournament MVP, averaging a whopping 32.5 points, 6.5 boards, and 5.5 assists. In order to understand our second best play of Ja Morant's collegiate career, you have to understand the context of this game. Any basketball fan or NBA analyst will tell you this was the game they discovered Ja Morant was the real deal. But don't just take my word for it. Jay Billis said it best.
See what he's like when he goes on the road and plays at Bama.
And with that, here's your number 2 play.
Here Morant, 12 seconds. Wow!
Are you kidding me? It only would have been sweeter if Ja would have found a way to put the team on his back and pull out that win. Congratulations if you're still watching. Here is our number 1 play, a dunk that is still one of Ja Morant's best career in-game dunks.
Not even in a hurry that time. Wasn't going to give him anything. Backdoor. He goes to Morant for the tomahawk dunk. 20 for Morant.
Well, there you have it, the 15 best plays of Ja Morant's collegiate career. I hope you truly enjoyed watching these as much as I did. Ja Morant went from being a nobody to the number 2 pick in the NBA draft in a matter of just 2 years. But after watching these plays, are we really that surprised? My oh my, are the Grizzlies happy they were able to scoop him up. Thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoy the Hardwood as much as I do, consider subscribing and joining our community. We'll see you in the next one.